Storytime with Yaa Bunayya Singapore! Yay!
Assalamualaikum everyone. I am Nashita binti Yasin and I'm here to tell you a story. But before I tell you the story, I'm going to give you a clue on what it's going to be about. Remember, now is the month of Ramadan. Ramadan holds a very special place in my heart and I'm sure in many of your hearts too. So here's the clue. So if you see on top of the poster, there's something that says my memorization of Juz Amma. So during Ramadan, that's where I'll actually start and be more motivated to read and memorize surah from the... Yes, that's right! From the Quran! And that will be the story that I'm going to share with you today. So remember, I spoke about reading the Quran. Now, that is what this storybook is about. And my son also has this question whenever he sees me or my husband read this. So as what we had shared before, this is the Quran. That's right. So the title of the story is Ummi, What Are You Reading? It's written by Idayu Hussain and illustrated by Nisa to Zakira Sahlan. So let's see. Ummi, what are you reading? Ummi stands for mom in Arabic. Ummi, what are you holding? It is so thick and heavy. What's that you are reading? See, the child is very curious to know what his mom is reading. Well, this is the Quran, a guide for men. The words of Allah, the majestic, are written in Arabic. Can you see all the huruf? And in the Quran, there's a lot of the huruf, right? Words of Allah, does it speak to us? Did He make the book, if I may ask? Well, come a little closer. Let me tell you a story. A story that brought Islam to its glory. A long time ago, during our Prophet's time, Allah sent down the Quran from high up in the sky. He sent the Quran to Angel Jibril, who then taught our Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him. Our Prophet taught its words and teachings to his companions, all listening and learning with full attention. Many learned the Quran through memorization and shared what they knew through good actions. To remember the words, some started writing. In Arabic, they began carving. They carved the words on wood, on bones, on date palms, and on stones. MashaAllah. Later on, they wrote on pieces of parchment and bound them into a book. Wow! Just like what we have today. Come and take a look. Subhanallah. Wow, Ummi! Is the Quran a special book? What stories does it tell? Does it have people and animals and superpowers as well? Yes, my dear. There is so much to read, so much to show, so much to learn, and so much to know. Do you want to hear some stories about them? Like the one where a man shipped some animals in an ark. Does that story sound familiar to you? What about the man who split the moon? Or the man rescued from a well deep and dark. Do you want to hear about the man who parted the sea? Subhanallah, how? Or the man swallowed by a whale? What about the man who survived a fire? Or the man who changed his stick into a snake? My son loved this story because the name of the prophet is the same as his name. There are many stories in the Quran that are enjoyable to know and read. Stories from which we can learn lessons, and reading them is a good deed. Allah has promised a special place for those who read the Quran. Subhanallah. It is a place so wide and big. A place with so much fun. A place where you can have anything you want. Like presents and toys. And wear beautiful clothes. And eat delicious food. Something you will enjoy. Subhanallah. Ummi, can you teach me the Quran? I want to know it like you do, and I want to follow the Prophet too. Of course, my dear. Come, let's take wudu. Did you know that every time you read it, you always learn something new? MashaAllah, and this is something that I have to agree. Every time when we read the Quran, even though it's the same, you learn something new each time that you read it. Amazing, right? Learning the Quran is forever. Come on now, let's read it together. The end. Well, here's a fun fact to share with you. Did you know that reading Quran in Ramadan will multiply your rewards even more? Well, I better get going and start reading and memorizing my Quran with this guide. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, Ramadan Kareem.
Thank you for watching Storytime with Yaa Bunayya Singapore. Walas, Mama.